Okay, the first thing we've got to do in this question is transform this complicated fraction into a sum of two simpler ones. So this is partial fractions. It's the pattern where we've got a squared bracket. Quite often you have another one as well. This one has just got the squared bracket. So be careful when you're doing the multiplying up step to begin with. You're going to obviously get 3x minus 1 on one side, which means we're multiplying by this bracket squared. We're not multiplying by this bracket and then again by the same bracket squared. So just watch out for not having too many copies of this factor. So you're going to have a times a bracket, but then think here, we're just multiplying up by this bracket squared. So in fact, that second one, the same thing is going to happen as to this fraction here. So don't have too many copies of that bracket floating about. And then you're going to be substituting the smart values of x. Now, because you're going to have brackets with 1 minus 2x in them, x equaling whatever value it is that makes that bracket equal 0 will be a smart value of x. But that's it. There is only one smart value of x this time. So when you run out of smart values of x, this will enable you to find either a or b. So you'll have one of the two missing constants. Then choose any other value for x, but a simple one is normally 0. If you've already used 0, then use 1 or the next simplest value of x that you can use. So when you substitute that one in, then you won't get things dropping out because they're 0, but because you already know a or b from the first one, you'll be able to use that value and you won't get simultaneous equations. There's an example a bit more complicated than this, in fact, but an example of just this in your notes. So make sure you use your notes and you do the standard thing correctly. Now the second one, which is hence, okay, it says or otherwise, but if it says hence, then you should try and do it. Hence, we've got to do a series expansion. So this is, okay, it says the series expansion. You only know the binomial expansion. So you've got something that looks like this. You know what a and b are, we hope. So you know how to expand brackets to a power. So if we've got something, we don't know what, over 1 minus 2x in a bracket, then we're going to think of what power of 1 minus 2x is involved here, and then we're going to multiply the final answer to that by whatever was on the top, this a here. We're going to have times that. So this bit here is a binomial expansion, and similarly for this thing here, we're going to have a bracket to a different power and expand that. So the two expansions you're going to do 1 minus 2x to one power, expand that. You're going to do 1 minus 2x to a different power, you're going to expand that, and then you're going to multiply them up by the appropriate numbers a and b and add those expansions together. Okay, make sure you go up to x cubed, and that should do that question for you.